Welcome students to this chemical world. This is third video lecture on chapter 2 is matter around us pure. In the previous lectures we have discussed about matter and its broad classification, about pure substances, elements, compounds and their differences. Now we will move on to the mixtures in detail. So we have learned students that mixture is a physical combination of two or more substances, whether they are elements or compounds, which are mixed in any proportion by mass and retain their original property even after the mixing. They are called mixtures. And mixtures are basically of two types, the homogeneous and the heterogeneous mixture. Homogeneous mixture having the same composition and the same property throughout their entire mass. For example, salt solution. If we mix salt in water and the property and amount of salt in the first sip of the solution is same till the last sip of the solution. So it contains the same composition and same property throughout its entire mass. Other than this, the homogeneous mixture have some other properties also. The first is the particles cannot be visible by naked eyes. We cannot see the salt particles by our naked eyes in the solution. Secondly, they cannot be filtered out. If we filter a salt solution, we cannot separate salt from water. The mixture is stable, that means it cannot settle down. If we leave the solution for some time, the salt particle will not settle down at the bottom of the glass. So this is the stable mixture. And the path of a beam of light is not visible in a mixture. In any homogeneous mixture, if we pass a beam of light through the mixture, we cannot see the path of the light in the mixture. Now second is the heterogeneous mixture. The mixture which have different composition and different property in different part of their masses are called heterogeneous mixture, or we can say it is non-uniform composition. For example, in a bowl, if we mix sand and salt, so it is not necessary that every part we will find an equal amount of sand and salt. It varies. This means different composition at different properties at different part of the mass, which is called heterogeneous mixture. For example, as we have discussed about sand and salt, if we take oil and water, so oil and water also makes an heterogeneous solution. It doesn't mix thoroughly. There are some other property of heterogeneous mixture also. First is the particle are visible by the naked eyes. We can easily see the particle of the components through our naked eyes in an heterogeneous mixture. Secondly, they can be separated by filtration. If we filter a sand solution, we can easily separate sand from water. The mixture is unstable. If we leave the mixture undisturbed for some time, the sand particle gets settled down at the bottom of the beaker. So it is an unstable mixture. And lastly, the path of a beam of light is visible in the mixture. That means if we pass a beam of light through a heterogeneous mixture, we can easily see the path of the light in the mixture. This is an important quality of heterogeneous mixtures. Now we will move on to the homogeneous and heterogeneous mixture in detail. True solution. True solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances. And when we say solution, two terms came into our mind. First is the solute and other one is the solvent. When two substances form a solution, one substance is said to dissolve into other. The terms solute and solvent are used to describe these two substances. And technically we can say the substance which is present in larger quantity was said to be solvent, and the component which is in lesser quantity is said to as solute. For example, if we make an iodine solution, or if we make a sugar solution, if we make a salt solution, if we make soda water, all these are true solutions. Now true solutions carries all the basic property of a homogeneous mixture. For example, they cannot be seen through naked eyes. The particles cannot be seen through naked eyes. The particles cannot be separated by filtration. The particles do not settle down, and they does not even show the scattering of beam of light through it. Now we will move on to the types of heterogeneous mixture. The first one is the colloidal solution. Colloidal solution, or more correctly we can say colloidal system, are heterogeneous mixture, but the dispersed particles, that means solute particles present in them, cannot be seen through naked eyes or even by a simple microscope. They can be seen through ultramicroscope. The particles present in the colloidal solution have size in the range of 1 nanometer to 100 nanometers, and they are uniformly spread in the solution. Due to the small size of particles, that a colloidal solution appears homogeneous, but in fact, in reality, it is heterogeneous in nature. So, just because of the size of the particles, because the size of the particles are very small, colloidal solution appear as homogeneous, and it also shows some of the property of homogeneous, like the particles cannot be seen through naked eyes, they cannot be separated by filtration, the particles cannot settle down. These are the property of homogeneous mixture, which a colloidal solution also shows. But it is a heterogeneous solution, and it shows very important property of heterogeneous solution, which is it scatter the beam of light. Homogeneous mixture does not scatter the beam of light, but heterogeneous mixture scatter the beam of light. Or we can say colloidal solutions are basically opaque solution. That means, for example, milky water, it is an opaque solution, and true solutions are basically transparent solutions. Now second is the suspensions. Suspension are again heterogeneous system in which the size of particle present is more than 100 nanometers, that means more than colloidal particles. And suspensions, for example sand in water or chalk powder in water, they shows all the property of a heterogeneous mixture. That means the particles can be seen through naked eyes, the particles can be separated by filtration, and if the solution is left undisturbed for some time, the particle gets settled down at the bottom of the vessel, and they also scatter the beam of light through it. So this is how a suspension, we can say it's a true heterogeneous solution. I hope student the basic fundamental theory behind suspension, colloids and true solution is clear to you all. In the next video we will discuss some other important topics. You can also follow the notes uploaded on the school website related to this topic. Till then, stay safe and healthy. Thank you.